Alright, hear me out on this, but the prequels were not bad movies. Now, you can dislike them because you don't like action movies or you just don't like the prequels. That's fine. But I'm going to be going against 4 major things that people do not like about the prequels. The first one being CGI. People complain about the CGI because the original trilogy used practical effects, but the reason that Lucas used CGI in the prequels is because they had finally got the budget and the technology that they needed to do what they wanted with Star Wars. And there's no point in really complaining about CGI whenever, it doesn't really affect how good a movie is in the end. It's just a little tiny nitpick for no reason. Now, fair enough, he did go quite a bit overboard with it, especially with all the edits of the original trilogy, but they're still good movies, nevertheless. Now, the second topic is bad writing. People like to say that the writing was bad in the prequels, although it wasn't. Most of it made sense. In fact, all of it made sense. The only real parts that were iffy about the prequels were probably just the scenes between Anakin and Padme in Episode 2. Because, well, I mean, they're supposed to be like that. Because Anakin has never learned how to flirt. He's supposed to be cut off from attachment because of the Jedi Order. Because they're a bunch of pricks about that. And he's not very good at, showing that kind of stuff. So, yeah, of course it's going to be awkward and weird and very cringy to watch, but nevertheless it's supposed to be just like that. My third topic is politics. People complain about the politics because it's long, it's boring, it's whatever, but it's all very necessary to the plot of how the Republic became the Empire. Also, not to mention the fact that it shows him manipulating both sides of the war, continually dragging it on and tricking the populace. The fourth and final topic is it just doesn't feel like Star Wars. And my response to that is, well, it's not the same as the original trilogy. The original trilogy was underdogs versus the big bad. In the prequels, it's about one guy manipulating 2 sides of the war so that he could be in complete control. And the prequels were in a different era, with different characters, with different dynamics and attributes and whatnot. So of course, it's going to be a lot different than what you're used to. And even because they don't feel like Star Wars, or if they don't feel like Star Wars, how does that make them bad movies? Anyways, that's all I've got to say for my defense of the prequels. If you have any other opposing thoughts or whatever you want, let me know. I don't know if I'm gonna make another one of these, but I'll see you around.